held against you in the court of law. And actually, in the state of Illinois, I'm required to tell you that you're on a recorded line.
Wow.
So I've actually been
I'll let you know.
breaking the law quite a
Just
bit.
just starting it off. Are we going on the backyard sports center?
hmm Hopefully it
Okay.
goes there. Let's see if anyone's...
Looks like we're live, so that's good.
Yeah.
I um have you thrown a okay, cool.
All right,
We're
we're
gonna do
just
that.
we're just waiting here for a few people to stroll on in, and then we'll get started.
Have you done the ping? We have not done the ping. Shall we ping?
Oh, the ping. Yeah, go ahead. I
All right.
I can't quite do that just because it's like really hard for me to move these windows around. So if you could ping, that'd be helpful. Thank you. And everyone else in the chat, I think there's probably one, maybe, possibly one other person. Go tell everyone you know. Run
I think
down the street.
well, you're in the chat too, right?
I don't know if it counts me because I'm only in like the Twitch broadcaster view. I'm
Oh.
assuming it's just me though. Can I view that?
Well, I'm not a mod, so I can't really tell you anything.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who the mods are on this actually. Probably Jayland.
Yeah, I don't know. Secret stream. Are we calling this a secret stream?
What? This thing never updates, man. I'll have to update it. I updated it on like the Twitch broadcaster, but it doesn't do it on the actual. Well, no one in chat's complaining yet, so I think we're still good.
The chat is actually complaining. They're saying where it be.
It says rBBL Season 8 Match of the Week.
I don't know.
For me.
They just weren't expecting it to be the place that it always is.
All right, I'm gonna get started.
Typical.
I'll
Typical.
do a countdown, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Match of the Week Backyard Baseball, Reddit Backyard Baseball League. I'm Jibbo, and I'm joined here with Ace who will be commentating. Ace Power
I
Range
do.
today. Good? I'm assuming good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so far.
So far, so good. We'll see. I guess
Far
this
so
is kind of
good.
important for you. It determines who you play.
I mean, do you think I care?
Well, you're going to have to make sure that you play the right team. So
I mean, I don't have to worry about that. That's the
you
commissioner's
could just
job.
play both teams as well. 2 series and see what comes out best. But yeah, so it's an interesting matchup. It determines the AL East. And T-Boz is excited. He's with the Devil Rays, and we got Oops with the Melonheads at Tin Can Alley, an explosive field. And we're going to jump into some of the results around the league before I get into discussing this. Let's see. Let me just pull up my notes here.
Handy dandy spreadsheet.
Starting in the AL, of course. I did not see a Hornets Padres result.
No, we don't
No,
have one yet.
that's an interesting one. We'll see what happens there. Rangers lost to the Mariners 10-30. Aesop puts up 30 runs. He's getting back into playoff form. The Rangers ended the season very strong, getting 10 plus in the last 4 games. So they ended the season strong. Nothing to be too upset about. And if they're in the consolation bracket, they have a good chance to win that. Moving on to Pirates Tigers. The Tigers won 7-1. The Pirates had a tough going, and the Tigers just kind of grounded the ball to victory there. A couple of fortunate errors for the Tigers, and then a couple of unfortunate ground roll doubles I heard from the Pirates. And then we're moving on. We have, that's the AL wrap up, and now to the NL. The Rockies lost to the Expos 5-6. The Expos end the season 500. Then we have the Bombers taking out the Angels 25-4. Yeah, Angels 25-14. Angels put up a pretty good score there. Unfortunately, not enough to take on the Bombers. The Bombers end the season 12-2, and they're going to the first seed. They're going to be first seed, I think. Depends on the Fishes game, I think, actually. And then Wombats Orioles. Wombats win 8-6 and secure. Man, are they taking the wild card? I think that it depends on that
No, well,
Braves
so if
game.
the Braves win, then the Braves get the wild card. Otherwise, the Wombats get the wild card.
Okay, so that's a very important one, and we're going to show the Braves Fishes game after this one. May or may not have commentary, and it is not going to be edited, so we're going to do one at a time. So it's a little bit different experience, but we'll
That's
see.
exciting.
What happened to JY? Who's JY?
Who is
It's my-
JY?
It's been Ace and Jibbo the whole time. Ace Jib is what they called
Who
it.
is this 4chan? JY had some real life stuff. I guess his sister had a baby, and he is doing family related things this weekend.
That is very exciting for them and their family. Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations to JY Knight's sister. Sister Knight? I don't know what her name would be. But let's move on.
Sister Night's that's a good one.
Yeah,
Fun.
it's like a pretty sinister though, in a
Off the
way.
cuff too. That wasn't
Yeah.
even planned.
Yep. Let's go to the buffs and nerfs. This is something that we won't see next season, perhaps. So we're gonna go and savor this moment here. We're gonna take a look at the Devil Rays first, and can you see that,
On the
Ace?
screen? Yes. That was on the
Alright.
screen. Sweet. We're looking at Ramona Bennett with the old full-on batting now. 10 out of 10. Only losing some pitching in return. Should be big. Grace Tipton losing some pitching. I don't really think that matters too much, personally. And then Gail Weinman, another, that is a 9? Yeah, 9 batting. So, a couple of really good days, potentially for the Devil Rays. We'll see.
Yeah, the batting boost might help. You don't know for sure, but and the pitching doesn't really matter when you're on. You're
I think the
controlling
one
the
for
players.
Gale might matter a little bit more. If it's just enough to hit the wall, then it's a pretty big boost.
Yeah, that's true. Because Bennett's gonna hit the wall kind of regardless, whereas
Yeah.
Weinman usually can get it pretty close, but not quite to the wall. So that would be nice and helpful. We're gonna move over to. I didn't get the AI nerfs or buffs, but we might see those as the game goes on. Now we have the Melonheads side.
Mhm. Yeah, Shane Smith nerfed quite a bit. But I think if I remember his other half, Sheila might have sucked up some of that energy for herself for the game.
Yeah,
Yep,
looks like
there you
it.
go. So basically, Shane walked so Sheila could run. So we got the nice 10 running here for Sheila. That's pretty big.
Yeah, it's really fast. And then lastly, this is the Devil Rays AI.
Ooh, man. Another nice 10 batting day for Troy Glass, who really doesn't need any help.
Yeah, no, having a little bit of a boost to your third baseman is pretty nice on Tin Can Alley, but we'll see
For sure.
how much he can actually cover out there. I'm not sure if anything's gonna be really hit to him, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, if that fielding buff matters, that
Yeah,
could be
sorry.
really
Yeah,
interesting. Just a little bit extra throwing there at third is always good.
yeah. Whatever that is, it can't be bad. So we're gonna jump into it. It's kind of got a big black bar. Is that gonna work better? Let me make this a little bit nicer looking for the crowd.
And Chris did mention that the bottom part of T-Boz's recordings did get cut off a little bit.
Oh yeah, these things happen.
Mav saying the issue with his season this year is that he felt that he was a nerf to his team.
Yeah, you know, I always feel like I should be better at this game, playing it for 15 years. But I still lose to the AI. So we're gonna jump into the game. I'm gonna play it. If the audio is bad, let me know. I can make adjustments. I try to balance it as we go.
Sure.
And here we go.
All right, here goes. It's super low audio.
The target goes up and delivers.
I don't know how much people care about audio.
Ground ball.
As we all know, I don't usually use it. Grace, a nice grounder to shortstop, and she was safe. Base.
He's ready now. He throws
Troy gloss up, batting second. That's a pretty good spot for Troy. Running on the catcher. Grace easily makes it to second. And a TCA, of course, because of how bunched up the outfield second base is. That will often happen where they bump into each other and all of a sudden now you got another run.
Here's the motion and the delivery.
Heads up base running there by T-Boss. Boston hit this off the wall. This should be a double at least. Maybe not. Never mind. Troy's going back to first.
Leo, I like this kid's batting stance. Strong, but not too flashy. No outs is illogical.
Leo Wayne?
The windup.
I forgot the always have Leo Wayne. Man, this is a good matchup, man. Leo Wayne, TCA. Good stuff.
With nobody out.
Want to know count? Got the steal a
Here's
second.
the windup. Pitch on the way.
That looks pretty. Okay. Strike one. 1-1.
Takes the stretch and the throw.
That looks pretty good. Nice TCA grounder. Stan has it. Throws the second. No one moves, but you do get the runner on first and second now.
From the windup. Fires. Swinging. Ground ball.
Another small grounder. These are going really well. Oh, out at third. That was a close play.
Wouldn't want to meet this kid in the dark.
One out.
I wouldn't want to meet him in a light alley neither. Alleys are scary. One out.
Run there? Huh. He wants to hit and run here, looks like.
He sets the pitch.
We'll get to see
Swung on.
firsthand. Ooh.
And it's an out. Ramona, this
Infield
kid
fly
wants
for the
up
boosted Gale alignment. So far that boost isn't looking like too much.
He's
But
ready
he gets
now.
a second boost buddy up here.
Strike one. She
Good
steals.
strike. Okay.
Living on the edge.
Steals third. This allows him to steal second now as well,
Runners at the corners. 2 outs.
which he will take. I wonder if he'll run
Ready
home the
now,
batter
the
at
delivery.
third.
Swing. Sky
Never mind, he won't get a chance to. That will be off the wall. Right in between the two. That's a good placement
That's
for
what you call a
T-Boz.
momentum shifter. She's gonna play it off the wall, and the runner is
And
safe.
he'll stay at third. I was a little curious why he was running home there, but he turned him around pretty quickly. Heads up play there.
Strike one.
Right now, it's not looking like Jay Green's going to be lasting too long, and there is
You better
the
keep
steal
toes in
home
this game, Sonny.
on a small throw to third.
Scores. I have a runner on second.
3-0 ball game. This is a really good first inning for T-Ball. It's exactly what he
Into the
wanted.
windup, throws it. Swing. Chopper to third.
He's just getting, oh, that is
They have a runner
barely
on
foul.
second. 2
He's
outs.
getting all these grounders, like, just exactly where he wants them. They're really soft right between the pitcher-catcher, and then either the first base or
And the
third
count
base.
is 0-2.
And when they're not, they're just those hard choppers that you really want to see.
Takes the stretch. He throws it.
All right, small grounder to Jay. Jay should get this. Yep, third out. Good inning though, 3-0. 5 hits. Pretty good. Let's see what the Melonheads can do in return. Lindsey Felgate leading off, has been leading off all season. Didn't swing at first pitch. Oops, tends to like to swing at first pitch. There you go. First one in the zone. Swung at. Off the wall here. Does go 2, and we'll make it 2, no problem. Good stuff. Caleb Basanti boosted to 10 speed today. I'm just wanting to do exactly what Boz just did, those nice grounders. This is a weird play, as she wasn't sure. Do you want to go to second base there or throw first? Kind of a weird one. Dmitry Prajovich, the doubles machine himself, takes strike one. That looks pretty nice. Ooh, doesn't lays off there. Doesn't swing at that one. Looks like a pretty good pitch to me. Instead, has to settle for the third pitch. That looks like that'll be out. No, it's the weird in betweener where they catch it right on the edge of the wall in the air, and the game doesn't count those as out. So that works out pretty well in Oops's favor here. All right, takes ball one with Heather Quinn. And Oops was saying earlier that Heather's batting just over 500 without using power-ups. That's pretty good for a 9th rounder, not gonna lie. Takes that pitch though, 1-2. And hits the 4th pitch. This is gonna go home? No. Hits Dimitri out at second. 1 run scores. All in all, I think both teams will take that. I think you take the out and you take the run on both sides. Fabian Callahan. Extremely powerful hitter up. And Oops just takes the free path with Heather there. So now runners on second and third. Smart play. This way you don't get the double play if it's a off the end of the bat kind of dribbler. Good stuff. So far, pretty good. 1-2 count. Oops is backed into a corner a little bit here. Now he has to swing at a bad pitch. Is able to fall it off. That's always good. Still a 1-2 count. Yep. There you go. Now you have to swing at that pitch again. Troy Gloss is going to come in and make the play. Okay. The high aggression of Troy Gloss shows it's probably ahead there, but that works out. Grace Tipton has a play going over to third to cover. Jay Green up with runners in second and third. This is why Oops drafted Jay Green. He'd probably rather have Lindsay up here, but Jay Green's a pretty good number 2 to have up in this position. 2-1 count. Good job laying off that one. You got to swing at that. A little early. Ooh, that was a little off the plate. 2-2. Foul ball. That one looked low, but obviously you have to swing at that one. Oh! Ooh, that's a big time. Badly timed K there.
The delivery. A bunt.
And here we get to see
Got it.
T-Boz.
Quick throw to second. Second out. Zings it
Is
to
that out
first.
there?
Zing.
What?
Oh no.
Oh, is it gonna be a double play?
Here's the throw to second.
It is a double
Quick
play.
pick out.
Ooh,
And
double play
that's
for T-Boz.
Bobby Ball.
That's pretty big. You got a crazy bunt. Okay.
Here's the motion.
Not the
Delivered.
best power up to have here at TCA, but it should still get Bobby on base. I think with people on, I think I'd rather still use power with Bobby just because he can still get it on top of the semi-truck up deep center here. Well, not really deep center. It's TCA, no parts of this field are really deep. But yeah, that's not what he wanted here. T-Boss taking a free base with Bobby Bullgren. Oh man, in the second inning.
Let's go, Green. They have a runner on second. No outs. The numbers don't lie. Into the motion and delivers.
We're gonna get some commentary by Jibbo on the side. Always good, always good. Okay, never mind.
The 1-1 pitch.
Man, Jibbo's so good. He even commentates when people can't hear him.
Grounded into center field. That one took a chunk out of the ground.
That's a nice play there by T-Boz,
Feel a hit coming, Sonny. With nobody out.
who looks to take control of this game. He's up 3-1 right now. That's like the perfect hit that he wants here at TCA. That's perfect. No, what are you doing? Don't run with... Aw. I think T-Ball's getting a little happy there. Trying to run home with Bobby Bulgarian. It's never good. This is looking meaty. Yep.
Ground ball. That one took a chunk out of the ground.
It's going to be a close play at home. Should be out. Yep, is out. Nice play by Stan Olsen there. It's shortstop.
One out.
Nice play by Stan. Leah Wayne with bases loaded. I didn't even mention that. I'm a bad commentator. That's really good. This ball is not getting picked up in time. 2 runs will score. Runners at first and third. That doesn't really matter. Leah's going to steal second here. And that is going to break this game open just a little bit here for the Devil Rays. Yep, there's your steal to third. Troy's going to come home on that steal attempt. And we'll easily beat the throw home. 6-1 ball game now.
They have a runner on second. One out.
It's perfectly timed. I mean, that's what happens when you have your best hitter hitting at the right time.
He's ready now. Fire. That's what I call
As Adam swings up, ball just low of the zone here. Now he's going to steal third with Leah. That's probably smart.
the target
Getting
goes
some
up and the throw.
hit and run action here, and Adam's going to swing through that one.
A bold move
Out
by
number
the man
2
Sonny.
for this inning,
Runner
but
on
still a
third.
very
Two
good
outs.
inning here for the Devil Rays.
Takes the stretch.
Yellow lineman boosted. We didn't really get to see how much of a boost it is. Her first time up to bat. This one looks like it's going to be easy single here,
Got another one.
as Fabienne isn't really one to run up on the ball or really run anywhere with the one running she has.
We want a batter, not a broken
She's more likely just to kind of chill and wait for the ball to roll to her.
and belted.
Nice shot there. Not going to go on top of the semi, but does go off the side of it. I would expect T-Boz to steal here with both runners, but we'll see what he decides to do.
And delivers.
No, he's going to forget, and he's going to just swing normally with Stephanie Morgan.
2 outs. Now pitching.
Heather Quinn comes in for Jay Green.
Her all-time strikeout high is 18. From the
Our
stretch.
first pitching casualty of the game.
Swings. Just foul.
And
the
this
count
should
is
push
3-1.
Jay Green to first base, I believe.
The windup. The delivery.
Pretty sure that's where he
That was a
goes.
ball.
2-1 count to Stephanie Morgan. I'm not sure why T-Boz didn't steal here. It seems like a really good place to do so. Elevator ball, he's going to swing right through it for strike 2.
And the count is 2-2.
Pretty understandable. I think you have to swing at that pitch no matter what. Here's another one, and he's going to strike out to end the inning. And his decision not to steal doesn't matter. Stan Olsen up to plate. For inning 1, Oops made Grace Tipton throw 22 pitches. It's pretty good. My rule of thumb is if you can make the pitcher throw 20 pitches an inning, you're probably going to win the game. It tends to be an amount that they can't really recover in between innings, and you should quickly wear out the defense. Shane Smith is nerfed today. Do you all remember? Nerfed down to, I think, 5 running. Not exactly what you want to see right now. Stephanie Morgan's going to scoop it up and almost get the double play, but only gets the 1 run, 1 out at first. Phil Nevins up here. Phil has cost his team a couple of runs on the defensive side of things. Let's see if he can make some up here on the offensive side of the game. He holds off ball 1. That's very good. I'd say watching a lot of Oops' games this year, one of my biggest criticisms that's a nice shot to right, has been his tendency to swing at the first pitch that's in the zone. This is going to be a home run. Nope, never mind. They do call it a double in time. Sometimes there's a spot over on the right-hand side where it doesn't get called a double, and they just eventually call it a home run by way of just running around the bases. But we do get the double call here, so we'll have Phil Nevin on second. Lindsey Felgate's back up to the plate as he's now batted through his lineup. So far, 1-1 count, 1 out. Down by 5 runs after the first trip through the lineup. He's going to run with Phil and just hope that they bounce into each other, and somehow Troy Gloss catches that. I don't know how that happened, but usually if two infielders bump, that ball is just going to drop in between them, so heads up play there by Troy Gloss to still catch the ball anyways. And that's got to be a really annoying out for the Melonheads here. Sheila Basanti boosted to 10 running. He's going to hit it just to the perfect part of the outfield. He should be running his legs off right now. Probably could have gotten an easy triple. Is still going to get an easy triple. As Troy Gloss decides he wants to be more aggressive than Grace Tipton for the second time today. And take matters into his own hands. Dmitry Petrovich up to the plate. Runner on third. He's not only down by 4 runs, and this game is easily within reach. We'll have to see. Okay. I know why he took that pitch, and I can't say I blame him. That one looked low, but you have to swing because you have 2 strikes. Anything low, obviously, Clanky likes to call just about everything low a strike, so you got to swing at him. Be a nice little dribbler here to the left fielder. Another run scores, but Dimitri's safe at first. And it's only a 3-run ball game. As Heather Quinn comes up. It'll be ball 1. This should be an easy steal. It's not an easy steal, never mind. What to say, this should be an easy steal to second, but nope. Not quite here as Gale is able to get some nice throws. You have to wonder if he should have been stealing bases earlier, maybe tire out the catcher a little bit more. 3-0 count here, though. Walking with Heather Quinn's not the worst thing in the world, especially with 2 outs. You don't have to worry about a double play. And you really like to see that, as it's a power pitch out of the zone for ball 4. Everybody's walking. And Grace Tipton gets that much more tired. 40 pitches thrown. 1 power-up pitch used. Yeah, she's going to be starting to hurt here pretty soon. I do still like where Oops is right now. It's still a pretty good spot to be in. There's your second power-up pitch, and now Grace should be coming out of the game here pretty soon. Even if he doesn't hit 5 runs, I don't expect her to last too much longer. That looks like a pretty good pitch. Fouls off. As we see another swing here, as Oops probably wishes he had that one back. And sure enough, here's Bobby Bulgarian in for Grace Tipton. That's looking like a nice, yep, there you go. Off the wall. Bobby's stint might not last that long. And good heads up play there to keep Heather at second. If he had decided to run to third, that might have been an easy out there at third base. So good heads up play. Jay Green once again up with runners on. The first time, nothing good happened. Maybe he'll get some more luck this time around. And a nice foul off there. We see a secondary swing as he's trying to figure out the timing in his head just a little bit. That looked pretty good. Fouls it off again. And another strikeout by Jay Green to end the inning. Man, Jay Green is not living up to that contract, buddy.
The windup. Here's the pitch.
He does bring it in within 1 run, but man, you feel like that could have been a huge missed opportunity there. As Bobby Bulgarian is going to stay at first here. Understanding the defense is pretty tired out. Best thing he could do.
Here's the motion and the delivery.
Tatiana Jackson. Just gonna let that one go for ball 1. Steal second. Should make it to second, no problem.
A bold move by the
Yeah,
man
Phil
right,
Nevin's
Sonny.
gonna tire himself out just a little bit more by spiking it into the earth.
Here's the windup and delivery.
And a crazy ball here by Heather Quinn.
We want a batter. Takes the
Every
strike.
time a power pitch gets thrown, as another one gets thrown for ball 3,
No outs. Not a broken ladder.
every power pitch thrown just a little bit
And the delivery. And
more
that's a
tiredness
walk.
for this defense. And you feel like the win rate percentage might just be going just a little bit higher for the Devil
From
Rays.
the stretch. Fires. That's a foul.
Grace Tipton fouls this off. So far 2 for 2 with 2 singles. As always, T-Ball is playing the grounder ball game.
That was ball 1.
And he's been doing a pretty great job of it, not gonna lie.
Takes the stretch. The 1-1
That's looking like a meaty pitch. Yep, sure enough.
That'll keep you on your
Granted
toes.
right up the middle. This is gonna be an out,
It's an
but it's not gonna be
You gotta score
2
runs
outs.
to win a game.
Yeah, Bobby's gonna have to stay back at second. With the runner getting out at second, for those of you that don't know, third base no longer is a force and you can turn
One
around.
out.
In normal baseball, he would have been so close to the third baseman. That's probably a double play, but
That was a ball.
you know, here some of the kids, you know, not the fastest on the field, you might say.
From the windup and the delivery.
They're able to turn around and get back.
2-0. We want a batter.
2-0 count to Troy Gloss. Troy Gloss is a dangerous batter, no matter the field, but especially so here at TCA. That's going to be an infield fly. There's the infield fly. 2 outs, Leah Wayne up. Leah Wayne's been the opposite of Jay Green and is going to pop this up to the outfield. I think on a lot of fields this would be an easy out, but here at TCA, that's probably a home run, not gonna lie. If he knows to run, there you go. Yep, off the newspapers, but that's gonna be a home run here for Leah Wayne. Great heads-up play. I have a feeling in the future we're gonna see Leah Wayne get off the board before Jay Green here. Jay Green, obviously, with 2 strikeouts. Leah Wayne, 3 for 3. I think 6 RBIs or something like that. Something crazy.
It appears the batter is having some from the windup and the delivery.
Some good stuff here by Leah Wayne today. 2-0 count to Adam Van Doren as T-Boz brings his lead up to 4 now.
That was ball 3.
And Heather Quinn is already nearing the 20 pitches. She's throwing a couple of crazy balls. Her day should be just about over here.
Here's the pitch. And there's ball 4. Stroll down the first base
As
line.
she walks Adam Van Doren on 4 pitches, this should be an easy triple, as he should be able to steal second and third, no problem.
Here's the windup, the delivery. Ball 1. Makes the break.
JY had a in real life stuff. His sister had a baby and is over for a holiday weekend, so he is unfortunately unable to join us. I didn't learn this until this morning, but
That was ball 2. Goes for
as we all know, in real life stuff takes precedence over backyard baseball at all times, and I'm very happy for him and his family.
2 outs. The numbers don't
Gal Weinman, 2-0 count.
takes the stretch and the offering. Ground ball.
Nice
That'll
dribble
keep
here.
you on
This
your
is going to be an
toes.
easy run scored and an easy single. Heather Quinn's really starting to look
And the
slow,
runner
look tired.
scores.
Like I said before, we should see the end of her day here pretty shortly.
I have calculated.
Ramona Bennett
From the windup, pitch on the way.
is
Ball
boosted.
1.
For those of you that remember, Ramona Bennett has boosted to 10 batting, I believe.
You gotta keep your toes in this game, Sonny.
Always what you like to see. She is not orange because she does have a fielding nerf on top of it. Fielding or pitching, one of those two. Might be pitching.
Where's the pizza, man? Ready now. Pitch on the way. Swung on.
That's a nice hit for Ramona. That's going to be off. No.
Looks like she tripped.
Can be out. Never mind. I thought that was gonna be off the side, but it doesn't carry that far. Balls die here. TCA field pretty easy. You know, tin can alley. No wind here, so the balls don't carry very far. Usually how it goes. As the Melons get a cheap single. I don't know about that decision to try to run to second, but okay. Well, with one fall and an errant throw, Bobby Bullgreen is going to be a little bit more tired, and this should be an easy steal to second if he so chooses. Just a hunch. As he ignores it, this is going to turn into a hit and run situation. Stephanie is behind the ball, but is not going to get the throw there in time for an out. Instead, we have runners at first and second. No outs, and this is looking like the start of a pretty good inning here for our friend Oops. Phil Nevin up. Phil Nevin is the quintessential boomer bust player here for the Melonheads. That's looking like a boom off the wall here. Should be an easy double, depending on how high the second bounces. That's pretty high. I don't know why he's not running. I think Shane could have probably made third base, no problem there. But you know, I don't blame him. This is all for all the marbles to get in the playoffs, and he's going to be a little bit more conservative here as he lets strike one go by to Lindsey Felgate, who's 1 for 2 with a double. This entire season, he's felt like Lindsey is his best player as he holds off, swinging at that for strike 2. Now he has to swing at this. This can be a pop-up. And it's called an infield fly. That's too bad. Route number 1. I think you have to swing at the big freeze there in that situation, but that's just me. Never really sure if you're going to get another pitch that's all the way in the strike zone. As it is, Sheila Basanti is going to get an out here at second, but that should be it. Ooh, that was close. Close play at third, but yeah, out at second. This is definitely turning into a what-if game for the Melonheads, as we have 2 strikeouts by Jay Green, and Lindsey Felgate is 1 for 3. If you turn one of those strikeouts into a hit, and that last out by Lindsey there into a hit, this is probably a tie ball game. At least, if not a Melonheads 12-11 game so far. But unfortunately, all of those outs happened. It's 11-7. And it's... oh, Oops is back. I was about to say, it's about time we understand why Oops left, but he is back now. Couldn't contain himself. As we get a full count here to Dimitri. Full count, 2 outs. That's going to be hittable. That's going to be foulable. It's foul ball. 3-2 count still. Here again, looking like a spicy meatball, and it's going to be right to the... oh, right to Leo Wade. Leo Wade curls it for the third out.
Ground ball.
Oh, T-Balls up again. This is going to be another double play. This is going to be another double play for T-Balls.
Second out.
Not bad.
Play.
3-minute line drive.
The target goes up. She
Yikes.
delivers.
Not what you want to see here.
Low. Ball 1.
I think I'd rather swing power with Bobby here, but that's just me. I'm sure Noah T-Balls will probably use that power up. He's a bit of a power fiend.
The batter got a free shoe shine there. Nobody out.
11-7. I will say this game is living up to the hype so far.
That was ball 3. 3-0.
As we get a 3-0 count, Stephanie Morgan. Heather Quinn's already walked 2. This is looking like another walk,
The target
unless...
goes up, cuts to the plate. That was a
Yep,
ball.
there it is. Ball
Throw
4.
down the first baseline.
Take your base, Stephanie Morgan.
Bobby Bo- Your batting stance is illogical. Hey, batter. Where's the pizza? Into the windup.
So I would probably just lay off on this first pitch. Yep. Steal second, and then the hope is that you get something you can hit over to right and then just run home with Stephanie Morgan.
They have a runner on second. Nobody out.
If that costs you an out at first, so be it. This is your 9th rounder. You're
She's
just
ready,
wanting to get the
and the
RBI.
offering.
There you go, just like that. Run to third.
Unbelievable screaming
Perfect.
line drive.
And that
Best thing to do
should
when you hear
score a
that
run
scream
here pretty
is just
easily.
duck. You're probably
And on
not
the throw
gonna
to
catch it.
home.
Trust me, you don't want to
Nope.
be in its way.
I was gonna say on the throw to home, you could think about running to second, but I think with Bobby, you just have to stay at first and hope for the best.
I wouldn't want to meet him in a
And he is just going to stay in grounder zone. We have a 12-7 lead here for T-Balls, as Lindsay Felgate will come in for Heather Quinn. And a quick timeout to see where she ended up.
From the windup, cuts to the plate. Strike! There he goes.
Heather Quinn in center field. Not really going to matter too much, honestly, at TCA.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. From the windup and the delivery. Popped it up.
Just off the edge of the bat. Should be out. Stan cannot make the catch. Never mind. It's not out. Should have been an out there. Now Heather's going to get the ball. Throw to Stan. Stan to third. And, okay. Yeah, no, I don't blame him on that. I think that's fine. Good job, T-Balls.
Runner on first. One out.
I think there's a case to be made. He didn't need to get out there at third, but he takes the out anyways. And
Strike one.
I appreciate that sportsmanship.
Fine job, comrade. They're putting the game in motion.
Ends up not really
Sonny.
mattering immediately as he gets free runner on
Have a
second.
runner on second. One
Now he
out.
can just steal bases at will.
Hey, batter.
Oh, we'll see if the baseball gods appreciate that move.
Ground ball.
You see Stan's going to get the out here at first, and it looks like no, the baseball gods didn't care at all that he did that for 2 outs.
Troy Gloss will get a hit here.
Melonheads defense is bending but not breaking,
Sonny, you watch.
and that's pretty admirable right
She
now.
delivers. Strike one. The batter's got to pull the trigger on those. They have a runner on second. 2 outs. She's ready.
Troy Gloss
Here's
swinging
the pitch.
power.
A swing.
Wants to get on the wall or on top of the... Nope, it's not going to, but that should be an easy play here. Just since Dimitri falls.
They got another
That's fine.
one. That's the kind of hustling I like to see.
Still foul play here. Oh,
And
there's your...
out of play.
All right.
Leo
That
would have a
happens.
runner on second.
Nothing you can
2
do about
outs.
that.
She's ready. Here's the pitch.
Good stuff. Leah Wayne's going
Center field.
to get
Send
right
it
to
scrambling.
Sheila Basanti.
Fine
not sure
job,
what this is.
comrade. Going for 2 bases. And
That's
makes
Fabian
it
Callahan.
easily. That
My bad on that.
And there are runners at second and third. 2 outs. So
Go at second and
takes
third.
The stretch, the pitch.
Adam Van Doren's
That ball,
another
that
small
one took a
dribbler.
chunk out of the ground. And that's
Say,
an out.
oh, ho, 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 out by a step, and it's 13-7. That looked pretty safe to me, but you know, like he knows better than I do, I guess. Heather Quinn's gonna drill one to left. This should be an easy single. Abby and Callahan coming up in a big moment here. Oops, cannot afford to get out right now. He needs to get a nice big rally going. And if he's going to get a rally going, Fabian needs to get at least a double here. You do not want her on first base. Mav, yeah, Heather can hit pretty decently hard. The big issue is she can't hit it very high. So they're little, like, gopher killers, I think they call them. I guess that's what they would call them in golf. But, you know, that works. Same thing. Jay Green up. 2 runners on. 2 slow runners on. Jay Green is over 2, 2 strikeouts. 6 ball 1. Jay Green right now probably being relegated to the end of the bench, sitting by himself, getting the grape juice boxes instead of the good juice boxes. Troy? Troy, whoa, okay. All right. Troy is just going to take over this game, it looks like, from third base. Gets the out at second. Could be an easy steal here for Oops, but that's a nice little out he got there. And Olafson going to hit this off the wall. Looks pretty good. There's a world where you didn't want to do that, Oops, but you know, it works out for you. Runners on first and third. I say that, of course, just because if he throws it off the back of the semi there, probably have a home run. But that doesn't happen very often. I'm really surprised Gail's still throwing it this hard. We're in the bottom of the fourth, and she's still able to get it to third in one bounce. That makes it a little bit harder to steal anything other than second. And Shane Smith, again, has a really bad nerf today. Not really who you want to see up, especially with a 1 and 2 count with 1 out. He's just to do his best. That's a pretty good best. That's probably going to get caught here. Yep, that is caught. That's unfortunate. By the left fielder. And Phil Nevin, 2 for 2, a double, a single. Phil Nevin needs to come up big in this 5-run ball game. That is coming up big. If it's not caught, that is caught, but it's whoa, whoa, whoa. Why did you had 2 outs? Why didn't you turn around, Jay? Oi, oi, oi. Disaster strikes. That should have been 2 runs. Lindsey Felgate's 1 for 3. Okay. I'm surprised that didn't work. Bill? Well, that was way closer than it had any right to be. Okay. Second and third. 2-0 count to Lindsey Felgate. This game's getting interesting, but the physics and the mechanics of the game itself are making this a little bit difficult here for Oops. Not gonna lie, that's a nice hit. Off the wall and left. And Phil has to hold up at second, and unfortunately for him, Phil is slow enough that he will not be able to steal third. Making an easy force out here at third happen, so now he has to hit to right field. Okay, that should be good. That should be just good enough. Yep. Is he gonna try running home with Phil? He is gonna try running home with Phil. He's got to turn around. Yep. That's not gonna work. Bases juiced. Down by 3 runs. Technically down by 2 runs. Dmitry Petrovich. The doubles machine. Here we go. Probably the biggest at-bat of the game. Can't afford another strikeout here. That's going to be ball 1. Bobby Bullgreen on 40 pitches. Kind of surprised he's still in the game. Not going to lie, but, you know, he's a trooper. And he will be in probably until Dimitri hits this, if he hits it. 1 and 2 count. There you go. Stephanie Morgan now. Coach doesn't like what he sees. Wants Stephanie to come in for the strikeout. Give me a pop-up right to Stephanie. Stephanie doesn't drop these typically, and she doesn't drop this one. That is a huge, huge out in a game that's had 3 of them just on the Melonheads side alone.
She dives for it, up with it, straight to second, safe
Okay.
at second, and that's a
All right.
runner.
Melonheads score 1 for the AI. I'm gonna score more for the AI.
Jumper to third. Takes
No,
the
it's
high,
another double play.
picks
All right,
it up.
3 double
I
plays
don't think she
for
meant to
the
do that.
double raise, but the Melonheads do score a run.
Here's the wind
That will
and the
make up
pitch.
for the fact that
Strike
Oops
one.
couldn't get anything
And the
going
count
in the
is
last
0
inning
and 1.
and had a bases loaded out there at the end of it.
From the stretch. And the
2-run
delivery.
game. It's not as high scoring as any of us thought it was
That'll
going to
keep you on
be,
your toes.
but it is just as good
One out.
as Build.
I calculated that you will strike out. She's ready. And the delivery. The swing. Jumper to
Ramona
third.
Bennett, nice grounder.
Kept 'em scrambling.
It's all the way to the left
The
fielder.
ball to first.
Oops, I agree with you unless he got an aluminum power off that. If he got an aluminum power off that, that might be ball game.
And deliver.
Granted, it's like a 1 in 11 chance, but
Tries to steal. Bravo.
any other power up, and yeah, I
You
agree. It's
gotta
not going
keep
to
your
change
toes
the
in
course
this
of the game
game,
too
Sonny.
much.
Let's go, Green. They have a runner on second.
Most power ups at TCAs are just singles, anyways.
We want a batter, not a broken leg. Takes her stretch. The pitch. Steer right.
Big strike 2.
We want a batter.
Lindsay Felgate coming into pitch
And
does
Ground ball. That'll
put a
keep you
wrinkle
on
in
your
playing
toes.
grounder ball, but she's not very good at seeing ground balls as it
Runners on
is.
first and second. One
And she
out.
doesn't really like to come after him. It was an undergrounder. This should score
Into the
2
motion
runs,
And the offering.
in theory.
An undergrounder. My oh my.
Should be at
All I
least 1
can
run.
say is,
What the heck?
baby. Oh, yeah.
What?
And that's your ground rule double.
Alright. Never seen that one before. That's a new one. Oops got extremely lucky that that was just a double, because that's one of those physics questions where if the ball goes through a window, what do we call that?
The offering.
That's nuts. What the heck?
An undergrounder. My oh my. All I can say is,
Alright, so yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
came up behind
And
the
that's your
wall,
ground
but we're
rule
just going to
double.
call that a
And
ground
she
rule double.
scores.
Honestly, Clanky's being pretty fair here. You know, that should be a ground rule double if it pops up in the apartment complex itself.
The windup.
Ah, damn.
Hit.
Um,
High. Ball one. Looks like we
kind
got
of
a
want to
little
say Oops
control
got lucky
problem.
unless
And there are runners at
this just
second
immediately
and
scores
third.
2 runs here with Tatiana at the plate. But
We want a batter, not
but
a
yeah,
batter.
interesting.
From
I've
the
never
stretch.
seen that before. That's pretty good.
Low. Ball two. 2-0.
2-0 count. Lindsay might just want to walk the bases loaded here
Here's
to,
the
you
windup.
know,
Here's the pitch.
give herself more force outs. Instead, this is
Ground
just going to be a
ball.
slow
Kept 'em
dribbler.
scrambling.
Running home with Stephanie, I don't know about that. I think you need to get out on that one. That looks like some cheese here. That's pretty much the epitome of a cheese play, especially if you're not going to get an out.
And it's an infield.
So
Destroy
I don't know
Gosford
what
and
Yuri
flat
wants
out
to do
hit,
about
Sonny.
that,
2
but
outs.
I would probably just say well,
Swung on.
that next play
Ground ball.
wouldn't have been an
That'll keep
infield
you on
fly,
your
which makes it
toes.
kind of interesting. But this being out number 3, assuming this is out number 3.
And that's an out.
Okay, so nothing matters in the end, and it's 13-10 ball game. Cool. So it's cheese, but it didn't matter. Works out. The baseball gods strike again. Heather Quinn. Gonna line that. Heather Quinn really is a pretty good baseball player, all things considered. I probably still wouldn't pick her before the 9th round, but, you know, 9th round, as 9th rounders go, she's been pretty good. Oh, man. What a crazy bunch of plays this game has been. And now you have to wonder, if he had chosen to go with the screaming line drive and gotten the ball hit just right, would 2 runs have scored instead of 1? I don't know. I don't know. Fabienne, holy crap, hello. Gonna bounce off the wall, gonna bounce off the semi. It's probably not too great for Oops that the two slowest base runners are on base, but it looks like Heather's still going to score, and honestly, that's pretty incredible. 13-12 becomes the score of this game. And we have a sweat on our hands. Bottom of the fifth, no outs, Jay Green. Having an awful day. Awful day so far. 2 strikeouts with runners on. This game is entirely different if Jay Green doesn't have those 2 strikeouts. Even just 1 strikeout. And the Melonheads are probably ahead right now by 2 runs. Jay Green gets a hold of 1, and he is earning his money now. Finally, this should score 1 run. At least a really good bounce here for Oops. And yep, that's going to score another run. We have a tie ball game, folks. No outs, bottom of the fifth. What a game. What a crazy game. And we called this as a potential match of the week before the season started. We said, holy crap, this is going to be a great game. These teams are going to score 30 apiece. They might not reach 30 combined, but this is still a great game. 2 strikes for Stan Olofsson. He gets all of that one off the wall. This is going to score Jay for sure. And has to hold up at first until the throw comes. Yep, perfect. A stand-up double for Stan. He gives the Melonheads their first lead of the game. They have been looking at the backside of the Tampa Bay Devil Rays this entire game, trying to catch up since inning 1. Nerfed Shane probably doesn't beat that throw. What the heck? What the heck? All right. Yep, cool. Greg Loss throwing this game away, literally. Bill Nevin, 3 for 3. Pretty much who you want to see up to plate right now. He can blow this game wide open with a well-timed bomb here. Takes ball 2. Gonna swing at that, going deep. Gonna be off the newspapers. Gonna take a weird bounce off the newspapers. Gonna score 1 run for sure, 2 runs for sure. Phil's going to try for second. He's going to make it the second. And we have a 3-run ball game now. Still no outs. The patented Oops 5th inning rally is here again. Troy Gloss on the mound. This should stop the bleeding somewhat. He is buffed. He has been able to just be a monster at third base. That is a perfectly placed ground ball. Runners on first and third. Let's see if Oops tries to steal second here. Should be able to take it, no problem. Shield Basanti making all of the use of that buff. Going 4 for 4 with a triple and 3 singles. Shield takes strike 1. This will be the steal. Runners second and third. Troy Gloss on the mound. Fouls that one off for strike 2. Another nasty pitch by Troy here, but that should be a single. As the Devil Rays have decided they no longer want to play defense. Sheila waits for the throw to go home and then takes second to get her first double of the game. She now has 3 singles, a double, and a triple. Dmitry Petrovic, 2 for 4. And this game is starting to look like a typical Melonheads home game here. Take strike 1. That looked like it was pretty hittable, and he's had a lot of luck hitting it out to the right, but I guess he really wants to pull this. He swings at a bad pitch outside. Strike 2. Now you have to swing at that, and he does, and he hits. That ball should score 2 here. Dmitry still just stays on first. And it's 20-13. What a game. Dmitry's going to take the free base on second. And now we've reached the part of the show where everybody on the double raise is tired, except for Troy Gloss. But Troy Gloss is on the mound, so give it about, I don't know, maybe 10 pitches. Heather Quinn, slow dribbler, right to... oops. I don't know about that one. I don't know if somebody else wants to weigh in on that, but that looked kind of cheesy to me. Okay. Cool. I was going to say, that looked like cheese to me, so I'm glad that Yuria agreed. And we will see a deletion of Dmitry here as the punishment. Good stuff. Dear mozzarella, as Yuria says. Not wrong. 2 strikes here to Fab. You have to wonder if, like, that pause to have to show Yuria what happened and then running home might have gotten him out of his rhythm a little bit here. Depends on what happens here. Slow grounder right to Leah Wayne, who stays back. Fabienne is going to be safe at first, but it's not really due to anything she did. More so just the defense not wanting to play anymore. Jay Green up 2 for 4. Was the coldest hitter in the game at one point. Has since turned it around. Takes strike 1. Takes, honestly, a really good pitch. I bet he wishes he had that one back. Depending on what happens here, he might not. That's a 1-1 count. We popped up. It should be called infield fly. Yeah, it is. Yeah, now I think you really wish you had that first pitch back, because that first pitch was really, really good. 2 outs. That cheese check kind of stopped the momentum for the Melonheads, it looks like. I'm sure Stan will get on base here, but we'll see. Those 2 outs loom pretty large. He does have a 7-run lead, though, so I mean, it's probably just a moot point. But Stan Olofsson, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Troy Goss reaching that point where he's probably now getting tired. But so is the rest of the team. Not much they can do about it. There's your second ball. Yeah. Let's strike 2 go by. Interesting. 2-2 count. Really wants to pull something here, but sometimes you just have to take what the pitcher gives you. 3-2 count. Sometimes the pitcher gives you a walk, so it might work out for you. That is a walk. Nice. Worked out. Bases are loaded. Who we got coming up? Shane Smith. Oh no. Not who we wanted. Oh man. All right. Well, he is 2 for 4. This isn't like a death knell or anything, but yeah. Strike one. Probably the person you least want to see up to right now. That is going to be strike 2. Clanky, not merciful here. Oh, that's ball one. That one's easy at least. Ball 2. All right, you just swing at this one. Fouls it off. Nice. 2-2. Full count, bases loaded, 2 outs. Steal everybody, please. He's not stealing everybody. Okay, well. That might, if this turns out into an out because he's not stealing everybody, can't blame the player on this one. Oh, he strikes out. Yeah. That's the 3rd time today we've had an untimely strikeout by Oops. That one hurts. He does get 8 runs.
And the pitch. The swing. Tattoos that one.
Another double
and
play.
makes a great catch.
Another double play. Cool.
And this in.
Leah Wayne starts us off.
Cuts to the plate.
Down by 7, not that he knows
And the
this.
count is 1-0.
But if you're going to have lead off of Leah Wayne, that's not too bad.
Takes the stretch, throws it.
I think he just really wants to get Lindsay off the mound, honestly.
Into the windup, throws it. High, ball 3. 3-0. I have calculated that you will strike out.
Big moment, 3-0 count.
Windup and the throw.
It's going to be strike 1, but a layoff. Smart. D-Ball's still picking his pitches. You have to swing at that. Gonna go on top of the old semi out there. Yep. Keep running. And you just gotta hope for the inside the park home run here, which he should get without much issue. Good stuff. 6-run ball game. Now we go back to grounder ball. I will say the one nice thing about that at-bat is it did give Lindsay a couple more pitches. Swings at a really bad pitch there, though. 1-1 count.
Takes her stretch, the 1-1 pitch. That was ball 2.
2-1 count for Adam Van Doren.
The target goes up and the pitch.
Gotta swing that, I think. Yep.
Ground ball. That one
Nice
took
grounder.
a chunk out of the ground.
All right. Out to stand. Runner on first. This should be a runner on third here in a couple of pitches.
She kicked. She delivered. A swing.
Little nibbler. I think that was. Oh, what is Lindsay doing? Okay. All right. This game isn't over. Oof.
That was ball 1.
Oof.
Goes for it. They're putting the game in motion, Sonny.
Runners on second,
They're-
third.
And there are runners at second
This game
and
is not
third,
over.
with nobody out.
Here we go.
The target goes up and the offering. Jumper to
Ramona's still
third.
playing grounder
That
ball.
one took a chunk out of the ground. They got another one.
Stuff.
Yeah, now that's
5-run
what
game.
I'm talking about.
Now we'll see another double steal. Or just a single steal.
Here's
Thought
the
about doing the
windup.
double
Here's
steal.
the pitch.
I want to split them up.
Popped it up.
Swings at that. I don't like that. Yeah. I think you just gotta get your runners on second and third, and then work from there. That's not an infield fly if you don't have runners in first and second, by the way.
It's like you gotta have ESP to know where that thing's gonna pop up.
That was a big out. I'm not gonna lie.
They got another one. You can never have too many runs.
It's a 3-run game, but there should be 0 outs right now. Instead, there's 1 out.
That's the way to get things done. Let's go, Green.
Bobby's gonna try for this easy double, and he's going to get it.
Makes it. Safe on second.
Ay, ay, ay.
Tatiana now
Game is
pitching.
closer than it
Fabian
needs to be. I'll tell him that
according
much.
to the
Fabian Callahan comes in. Lindsay at second base is
He delivered.
not where you want
Strike
Lindsay.
one. Shouldn't have pulled the
Fabian
trigger
on the
that
mound is
one.
really not where you want Fabian.
I-
This should be grounder ball
She's
paradise now.
ready and delivers. Ground ball. That one
We'll
took
see if
a
that
jump
holds
out of
true.
the ground.
Yeah.
Safe on first
Yeah.
base. Race tipped
He has an issue. His issue right now is that Bobby Bulgarian's on second.
into the windup.
That's his biggest issue.
That was ball one.
And he's going to try to fix that by stealing, which isn't going to work.
Fine job, comrade.
I don't know what that one.
Runners on first and second. One out. Where's the pizza, man?
If this game ends
Takes first stretch. The
because he didn't steal before swinging at that pitch,
Here's the windup. The one
crazy.
pitch. Steer right.
pretty sure Leah Wayne's due up again too soon, right?
Swing.
Pretty sure.
She kicks. Here's the pitch.
All right.
Ground ball. That
There
one
should be
took
an
a
out at
jump
third,
of the
for
ground.
sure.
Bravo, bravo. He's out of
Yeah,
there.
okay.
Ooh, that's
2 outs. Troy Gloss is up.
will get him,
That is another
Sonny.
person you want to see here.
2 outs.
I think if he knew the situation, he never swings power in this situation
Throws it.
here ever.
Swung on. A long drive.
Just because of
Nelly.
all that.
And makes an
Yeah,
elbow
that.
hit.
Yep. If he knew the situation, he doesn't swing power. Outs. And the Melonheads are going to the playoffs. Congrats, Oops. All right. That should settle it.
And the throw. Ground ball. She's got it. Throws it to first. That's it. Caught that all. Ooh, ooh,
Yep.
ooh.
And what a game. It's the little mistakes, man. The little mistakes. It's nuts.
What a
Things you
game.
don't think about. That was a great game.
I was so stressed out about Dimitri in right field at the end there. I don't know about you. Because if I think-
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, there's a good chance he drops that and 2 people, run home or whatever and keeps that going. So it was a really close game. Very exciting. How did that feel, Ace? Were you thinking who did you think was going to win?
Coming into the game,
Yeah, I guess as the game was going on.
I think I predicted the Tampa Bay level race. Because Oops has a tendency to not show up well sometimes in big situations. Like I know that he beat Crazy in the consolation bracket. And that was pretty cool. But like the 2 strikeouts with Jay are more representative of like how I think of Oops in like big situations. That huge 5th inning though, man, that really sealed the deal.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I know I said it like 6 times, but T-Boz, you got to just like steal to get your runners off first and second. Like this game should have been bases loaded, no outs, and instead he had 1 out with runners still on first and second.
Yeah. It
Changes
could have
everything.
definitely utilized the steal more. I think towards the end, the Melonheads if this went to like 9 innings, I think Tampa Bay eventually takes it because the Melonheads were starting to look pretty rough, and Tampa Bay had some decent fielders left, but the Melonheads just managed to get those 3 outs at the end there and hold off a huge inning. So
I mean, I even called it when Troy Gloss was up, saying if he knew the situation, he doesn't hit power there. He hits grounder.
Yep.
And sure enough, he hits power, and it's just a fly out to Dimitri.
Yeah, unfortunately. Could have gone pretty much either way towards the end there, based on some of the how much they both like destroyed each other's defenses, tired him out, and it was a wild game. It was a good game, and Oops is moving on, so congratulations to him.
Congratulations, Oops. That's huge.
Yeah, unfortunately for T-Boz, I think this eliminates him.
Yes. Well,
But he had a great season as well, the best season he's ever had. And then also, he looked much better than I remember the last time seeing him play. Especially in the beginning of the game, was just playing super disciplined, a lot of cool tactics. He, did things that I thought were pretty high level.
is he out if the Padres beat the Hornets? Because then all three of them would be 8-6.
Oh, interesting. I
I don't
don't
remember what the
think
tiebreaker on that is.
so. I think the Hornets
Yeah.
won.
Hornets. If the Hornets lose, I think they have a 3-way tiebreaker, and then we have to figure out what exactly we're doing from there.
Oh,
Like,
is that right? I thought it would go like divisional. You do the divisional tiebreaker, which would be Melons, and then it would go to the wild card tiebreaker, which would be Tampa Bay versus Hornets, right?
Well, so the wild card would be between the Devil Rays, the Padres, and the Hornets.
Oh, the
if Padres beat
Padres.
the Hornets.
Totally forgot about that team.
Yeah.
Whoops.
They're really easy to forget about, I don't know if you know who they're coached by.
Did
but
he
he's
get
a
his
pretty
game in?
forgettable
Do you
guy.
know?
Yeah, he played already.
Oh, well then that's good because I wouldn't want to be bothering him right now,
Yeah.
Wow.
No spoilers, but it doesn't look good for the Padres.
Here's a spoiler. Doesn't look good for the Hornets. I'm gonna say that.
Ooh.
Doesn't look good for either team, I think. All right, well, that was a great match of the week. I'm gonna schedule in I'm gonna upload the Braves and the Fishes games, and we're just gonna play those back to back. I'm not gonna do any commentary or anything like that. We're just gonna let them run, and then you guys can stick around and watch those. But it might take me a few minutes to set that up. So until then, I will see you guys next time. And Ace, any parting words?
I don't have any parting words. Are you gonna do it on stream?
I can do this thing where you upload a video, then schedule it, and it runs it itself.
Okay, sure.
So I was
That's
gonna
fine.
run that. All right.
Good. I look forward to seeing that. Thank you everybody for watching. Big shout out to T-Boz and Oops, the two coaches. Oops, I guess we'll see you on sand here in about a week.
That's right. That's fun. I mean, I feel like
More than likely.
yeah. I'm at least I don't know. I feel like I at least have a little bit of a chance now that I'm not playing on sand. But the Hornets seem to be a better team than mine. But we'll see. It'll be fun streaming that.
Yeah, I think all in all, those are going to be some good matchups.
Yeah.
And we'll have a whole slew of predictions coming up here on the podcast in this coming week.
Nice. Excited for that.
Yeah. I'm excited to have everybody on at once. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome. All right, everyone. Have a good day, and we'll see you around.
Hey, everybody.